Do you know that you have the potential of transforming the experiences that life provides you into something completely new and become owner of your life? Cook your life and make it delicious. Hi, I'm Anabela Barrios, and if you're here, it's because you were part of our special team building workshop, and this video is specifically created for you so you can tap into your potential of cooking your life and making it delicious on your own time. In our past video, we saw how our mind was the bowl where we were going to transform our ingredients, our experiences into something completely new. We started to see how some experiences are like those ingredients that we can eat raw and they suit us and they make us feel good and they are delicious, like the sashimi of a sushi, or when somebody tells us something nice or makes us feel loved. But there are some other experiences that are like those ingredients that we can not eat raw, because when we eat them raw, they indigest us, they make us feel bad, they're an uncomfortable experience from the moment we put them in our mouth. Like it could be flour. If we eat flour raw, it indigests us. We see that this doesn't make this ingredient a bad ingredient on its own. That what it needs is another ingredient in a certain process to be cooked so it can become in a delicious and nutritious experience. That happens with our experiences as well. So what are these raw experiences and how can we identify them, and what can we do with them? How can we combine them and transform them into something new, nutritious and delicious for us, for our experience, for the life we love living and the work we love having and enjoying? So when we have raw experiences, we can notice it because they repeat themselves over and over and over in our life in different environments. So if we have trouble with our boss, we might have it in the last job and we're having in this job, and we might have it in the next job if we don't take a look of what is that experience that is going on and how to make a difference. We saw that what makes the magic of a cook is that he uses the same ingredients that we all have available, but in a different order. And he uses these ingredients depending on the result he wants to achieve. The result is what is going to tell us what is the process that we're going to use. So, what is the process that we're going to use is going to depend on the result we want to achieve. What is the result we want to achieve? In a general basis, the result that we all want is love, joy, satisfaction, freedom, abundance, satisfaction. We want satisfaction. We want something that feels good. So if we keep that result in mind and we have our raw experiences in our life, the first thing that we gotta do is that to know that if we are in the heat of the moment, it might not be a good moment where we can just create a new recipe. Maybe it happens, but then after we can step back or step ahead for the next time something like this is going to occur. So we think in what is the result that we want to create, and what response is the one that is gonna put us closer to what we want to achieve. We have an example of a conflict in between team members in the work environment where one person is arguing for the rightness of doing things in one way and the other one feels that that is unjust, or it's viewing it from a different point of view and is not agreeing, and he thinks that is right. So what is it that we want? Do we want to be right? Or do we want a loving work environment where we all can be happy and contribute with each other? And how are we going to respond to this situation in order to slowly transform it into an environment more likely or more similar to what we like or what we want. We have discovered that there are two different types of cooking. One that is like adding ingredients, like if we have shrimp and we add soy sauce and more soy sauce, so that shrimp you say, it tastes like soy, but you don't really know, you don't really realize, or you don't have the experience of the nice shrimp, of the sweetness and the texture, but you just have soy because you added heat and pressure. That's might take away our hunger, but that's not gonna be a satisfying experience, fulfilling experience of eating shrimp. In the same way, when it comes to our work environment or our life, the best way, what makes a chef successful, is the appreciation. A chef is come in contact with the ingredients that he used over and over and over again, and he gets to know them. He gets to know their strength, their properties, their qualities, and their weaknesses. In that way, he can harmonize them. So looking for what is to appreciate in this other person and stepping ahead and letting them know in every occasion we have that we appreciate it, and what is it that we appreciate it, and why do we appreciate that? Why is that so important? It is going to make this person to approach us in a completely different way, break the wall down, and then we will have an opportunity to engage in a much more fulfilling relationship of collaboration with each other. And this is so in work environment or in a life environment. So we remember that our mind is our bowl. We have cooked ingredients or ingredients that need to be cooked and ingredients that raw are just fine. And how can we develop more of these ingredients that are going to cook, transform our raw ingredients? So we use our will. We need to make the positive be bigger than the negative, more than the negative. So the positive can involve the negative and transform it into some blended, integrated into something new. How do we do that? The first is, where do we put our focus? So we just made one exercise. What can I appreciate for this person? The other exercise that we can do is, what possible good is in this for me? At first, we're not able to see it. Our recipe, our patterns of looking at this experience just only let us look at it as a bad thing or not good or not right. But if we make this question over and over again, and we give ourselves 3 days, we might find something good. The secret is to start looking for good things, even in those things that we don't like. And that will add this ingredient that will allow us to integrate and stopping from drowning in a glass of water of emotions and gaining some perspective of not just looking at the bad thing or just looking at the good thing, but having perspective and looking that one situation or one person can have things that we like and things that we dislike. And this reminds us that there is no good or bad recipe, that what it is a like or a dislike. And it reminds us that all ingredients are good ingredients. All ingredients are important, no matter if you're a protein or you're a vegetable or a fruit. It is knowing our ingredients and getting the best out of them through appreciation what is gonna give us a much better end result. If you like this video, please feel free to share it, and feel free to contact me if you need any further information. You can contact me through Instagram, AnabelaBM, or our email or phone number. Thank you.